Hello, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a paper carnation in time for Mother's Day. For those that don't have a cutting machine, this will be all hand cut with basic shapes that you could follow along. And I'll be linking the materials you need below. And if you do have a cutting machine, I will link the tutorial and template for that also. You could also use the template to hand cut them, but they are basic cuts, so you should be able to follow along. First, fold a letter size white cardstock paper in half the long way, and then divide that into 3 and fold it into 3. With it folded up, cut a circle. At the end, you should have 6 circles cut. If you can't cut through the stack, you could open it up and cut in smaller increments. After you have the circles cut, I like to add some watercolor, and this is optional and you could use any color you want. I am painting only the inside area, leaving a small edge of white within the circle. You will need to do this to 6 of the circles, front and back. Let it dry a few minutes before you flip it and do the other side. It'll take a few minutes for it to dry, so I like to have these all prepped beforehand. Then fold it in half and half again, then half again. I divided the circle into 8. Open to the quarter circle and hold the bottom corner and cut it a little above the corner along the edge and jaggedy edges on the top side, and cut down the center where the 8th fold was, and go back up and cut another jaggedy edge on the top and come down and leave the bottom corner uncut. Then cut some fringes along the edges. It does not have to be intricate fringes, just a few on each shape. Next, fan fold along the petals. You don't have to fully crease the folds. We just want to have some waves to each petal. Once you are done with shaping, gently open it up and separate the stack. We will be doing the same thing to the rest, and you should have a total of 6. Do the same folding and cut along the edges and petal shapes and some fringes, then fan fold to shape each petal, then gently open it up. Next, poke a hole in the center to all 6. Then I like to use this thicker wire for the stem. Cut a length you like and poke it through one of the flower shapes. Then glue the wire onto the shape. Fold into a half a circle while gluing. Then glue again the bottom and gather up the half circle ends to bunch up the flower. This does not have to look perfect. Then add another flower shape and glue the bottom of the first one, bunch up the second piece to the first one. Continue to do this until you have all 6 of the flowers glued. This should naturally open up and get wider. Next, get any colored tissue paper about a letter size and fold into a thin strip. Glue one side and add to the wire below the flower and roll into itself until the end. Glue the ends secure. Then I'm using this scrap green paper I had. You'll need 3 pairs of small leaf shapes, so you just need a small strip of green cardstock paper. Fold that in half, and I'm going to be cutting 3 pairs of leaves with this. The leaf shape should have a small stem on one side and then a pointy tip on the other side. Because I folded it in half to do the pairs, I make sure to cut through the folds if they are attached at the ends. Next, shape the leaves, and I like to work in pairs. Curl the leaves in and curl the stem back and curl the top in, kind of like a letter S for Sarah. Do this to the rest of the leaves. Then take floral tape and cover up the tissue paper area right below the flower. I go around a few times to make sure all of the white is covered up, and I go down the stem and back up if I missed any white areas. Then floral tape about an inch or so below the tissue paper. Then add your first pair of leaves. Then add your first pair of leaves and floral tape on itself a few times and bunch up the floral tape by making the floral tape fold it up. Then after you feel like the leaf area has a small round area, open the floral tape and continue down the stem. And after about an inch or two below, you could add your next pair of leaves. I feel like the carnations have this rounded shape on their stems where the leaves are, so that is what I'm trying to mimic here. Finish up all the 3 pairs of leaves and floral tape the rest of the stem. Once you're done, you can open up the leaves and reshape anything that is needed. Check out the template if you happen to have a Cricut or Silhouette. And on this tutorial, I also did a different color option that you can try out without needing a machine. I used a solid light pink color cardstock paper, and I used a marker to outline the outer edge. I really like both the looks of the carnations, and if you are going to make a bouquet or an arrangement of carnations, I think having the variety will be cute. Next, I made a rough draft with pencil on a paper with the message I want, and with white Sharpie fine point, I letter that onto clear cellophane wrap. You'll need to set aside for a few minutes to fully dry, and while it is drying, you could get some tissue paper to wrap the carnation and fold diagonally and fold in the other side while cinching the tissue paper onto the stem of the carnation. And then add that below the clear wrap and wrap that around. Then add your ribbon to close it off. Now your carnation is gift ready. Please like this video below and subscribe. Thank you for watching.